Alright, today we don't have anything to talk about, so I'll just be revisiting some Luo words. And last 2 days ago or 1 day ago, there was a word that out there was talking about Piki Ponki. Koro kawuono wadwa wacho wach Piki Ponki. Odhi wang' achiel. So if you're joining me from wherever, welcome, and I've not been here for a while. I hope that you're good and things have been good for you. I've been fine. And someone was asking me what's the meaning of the word. When that guy in the Luo, that guy was Supreme Court. When he said, Aka Mielo Disco. So there is this song. I don't know whether it's Pinky or Piki. You can write it on the chat box. I don't know. We used to say Piki. We used to say Piki Ponki. And this one, I do not know what it means. Then, we used to say Paka, Mielo, Disco. So, that part of Paka, Mielo, Disco is the Luo part. And Paka translates to cat. Paka. So, Paka and cat, and Nyambura or cat. So, some people say Nyambura. Paka is Nyambura. Then Miel. Dancing is called Miel. Okay. So Paka, dancing. Then Miel. Miel is dance. So if you want to talk about action, then you say Mielo. So Mielo means is dancing. Okay. Mielo is dancing. So Paka, Mielo, then disco. Disco is a short of discotheque. You know discotheque? Discotheque. I don't know whether nowadays they still say discotheque. Do they still say discotheque? If they don't, then discotheque is where you go. It's a jam session. I don't know the current word, but discotheque is where you go and there is some music and then just go dancing. So Pacamielo disco means a cat is dancing at the discotheque. That's the meaning of Piki Ponki, Pacamielo disco. And the real meaning of the word is that this person is jumping all over the place. So that's what it means by Pacamielo disco. So disco is a place where you just go jump all that you want. And Paka, cats are known to be jumpers. So cats jump very high and cats jump very fast and they move very fast and they change positions very fast. So Pacamielo disco means the cat is changing positions as fast as possible. So that's a short meaning of Pacamielo disco. And that was the words. Those were the words from the Supreme Court. As we wait for whatever the verdict that they have. So if you have questions about this, please send them on the chat, write them the questions on the chat, then we can be able to answer them. If there's something that was said that you not hear, please, if it's in Luo, we are willing to translate it for you, just so that you can be able to know what they talked about. Okay. So Piki Ponki. That one comes from the song. I think the song is very famous worldwide. But the part that was very catchy is the Pacamielo disco part. The Paka mielo disco. That part is the one that's very catchy. So if you wanted to know the meaning, now you have a meaning. You can always go tell your friend that you learned this from Duo English Dictionary channel. I hope that gives you a clarity on the idea of Paka mielo disco. So meanwhile, now that we have talked about what brings you here, we can also review some few Luo words that you might ask your friend. So if you want to ask about the meaning of a word, so put the word here, then you say, what does this mean? So let me write it down like this. When you write, what does, I'm giving you a template. That way you can be able to. Karafu. Sylvester Kabi is asking, hey, what is the translation of Karafu? Now, Karafu is actually Swahili word. And it's not really Luo. It's a Swahili word that means, how do you call those things? There are these things that are found in the coastal region. And how do you translate? So Karafu is a Swahili word concocted from the coastal region. I think it has just been Luonized a little bit, but it means Karafu of the Swahili. Okay, it doesn't mean the Luo. There's no Luo in it. And when someone says Karafu, they mean it's not yet. It's not straight. What they mean is something is not adding up. That is what might Karafu mean. But it's a Swahili word. It's not a Luo word. So when you ask, what does this mean? You will just say, for example, Karafu. You would say, Karafu onyiso nango gi doluo. When you ask someone, what does this mean? You put the word and then you say, what does this mean? Karafu onyiso nango gi doluo. That would be, what does Karafu mean? Okay? That's the way you ask questions. Then you can, to prove that you have understood, then you would say, Iwacho ni onyiso ni that. So this is like, you have said this means that, okay? That is paraphrasing. So if you paraphrase, that's what you do it. Elvis says, I like this. Elvis Anjiko Erokamana Enya, thank you so much. Iwacho ni dash means onyiso ni dash. So if you're paraphrasing, then you will say, Iwacho ni Karafu onyiso ni en gima ok kare. Okay? Then that is, you're simply paraphrasing what Karafu means. Okay? Then as usual, when we have new guests, we always try to teach people how to count, because counting is, believe me, counting, in as much as we've done counting 1,000 times, it's one of the most sought after. The most sought after is counting. So one is achiel, and I'll turn it down like this. Achiel. That's one. Achiel. Okay? Achiel. Then two is ario. Ario. That's two. Ario. Ario. Okay? Then three becomes adek. That's three. Adek. Okay? Then 4 becomes a ng. This is a very difficult one. When n. Angwen. Angwen. That's 4. Angwen. Okay? 5 becomes a b ch. A beach. A beach. That's 5. Then 6 becomes a u chi l. Auchiel. That's 6. Auchiel. Auchiel. That's 6. And then 7 becomes a b ri yo. A b ri yo. That's 7. A birio. And then 8 becomes a bo ro. A bo ro. That's 8. A boro. And 9 becomes o. Oh, 9 becomes o chi ko. O chi ko. Then 10 becomes a pa r. A par. So let me just go through it. Let me go through all of it. A chi el. A chiel. A chiel. A rio. A rio. A dek. A dek. Angwen. 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 A beach. A beach. Auchiel. Auchiel. A birio. A birio. A boro. A boro. A boro. Then there is o chi ko. O chi ko. Then the last one is a par. A par. Achiel, ario, adek, angwen, abich, auchiel, abirio, aboro, ochiko, apar. Okay? So when you are counting beyond 10, there is just one thing to talk about. Now 10 becomes apar. But when you talk about 11, 11 is taken as 10 and 1. That's what you do. So in the Luo language, what you do is just put 10 and 1 together. So you say a par, remember 10 was a par, then 1 was a chiel. But you put the word ge. Okay? So you just put them together like that. A par, ge, a chiel. That is 10, that is 11, okay? So remember 1 was a chiel, so 1 was a chiel. So 1 was a chiel and 10 was a par. So if you put them together, it's a par, gi a chiel, and that means 11. So 12 will of course be a par, gi a rio. So let's talk about 19, which is 10 and 9. So 10 and 9 becomes a par, gi ochiko. Because 10 and 9 together. A par, gi ochiko. So that's a par, gi ochiko. So basically, if you go through 1 through 20, 11 through 20, let's go from number 1. 11 would be a par, gi achiel. Then 12 would be a par, gi ario. Then 13 would be a par, gi adek. 14 a par, gi angwen. 15 would be a par, gi abich. 16 would be apar gi auchiel. Then 16 would be 17 would be apar gi abirio. Then 18 would be apar gi aboro. Then 19 would be apar gi ochiko. Now, when it comes to 20, there are two ways of writing 20. You can say, you see 20 can be written as 2 tenths. 2 tenths. So then you will say apar ariyo. That is the original way of writing 20 in the you would have said 2 tenths. Apar ariyo. But we have progressed and now we say 20, we say piero ariyo. So piero ariyo means 2 tenths, which is 20. Now you can see the word piero, it will be repeated. So piero ariyo is 2 tenths, sorry. So if we say piero adek, then we simply mean 3 tenths, which is 30. Okay? Piero adek becomes 30. And if we go on, we can now say 30. Let's say 36. 36. Now 36 can be broken down into 3 tenths and a 6. That's what 36 is. 3 tenths and a 6. And that's how you're saying it in Luo. Instead of saying 36, you're saying apar adek 3 tenths gi auchiel. But because apar adek also means piero adek, so 3 tenths and a 6 mean piero adek gi auchiel. That simply translates to 3 tenths and a 6. Okay? With this template, you can be able to actually write any number starting from 1 all through to 99. Because, for example, 98 would be 9, 10 what? 10 nines and an 8. 10 nines is 90 and 8. So that would be apar ochiko. Apar ochiko gi aboro. 10 nines and an 8. Or apar ochiko can also be written as pier ochiko gi aboro. Pier ochiko gi aboro. So that is how you count Luo language. I hope this gives you an idea of how to count and you'll be able to count for your friends. Please try this at home. Try it with somebody. That is the only way you will learn how to be confident with your counting skills. Now, if this is your first time visiting this channel, we always do some live streams and sometimes we do videos. You can always go into our channel and watch everything that we've done for the last, I think, 3 or 4 years. There is a lot of content that will help you build your Luo skills. And this was a catchy time to write this video, to do this video. I know people are busy. We are waiting for the Supreme Court, and I hope everybody's will is angoa. Everybody's whatever is whatever, okay? Sasa tukutane. Dongwanen reuru. Konane. So let's see each other when we meet. I hope that we'll meet soon. I can't promise to live stream tomorrow, but I will. I may live stream. When you just turn on your notifications so that when I live stream, you can always, if you're live streaming, you can always come in and join me. Thank you for the Sylvester Kabi, Elvis and Jiko. Thank you so much for those who joined me during the live stream. I hope to see you guys now. Oriti, Piki, Ponki, Paccamiello Disco, Piki, Ponki, Paccamiello Disco, Piki, Ponki.